Okay, so I spent like a good part of last night trying to get those tablets to do anything that has to do with this stuff. Like all three of them. I had a feeling the big white one, the big 10-inch white one, because it had to plug in with a mini charger. I had a feeling that that was gonna be like that. Bad thing is though. See, my aunt goes to garage sales and shit all the time. Just grabs shit, you know. So it doesn't care how, she doesn't pay attention to how outdated shit is. And she brought out these tablets. I said, yeah, I'll see if that can do something, you know, if I can use them. And I looked at it, I'm like, I'm probably not going to be able to use these for anything. And I never bothered to open them, you know. Like, I think the smaller 7-inch, 8-inch one, whatever, I think I plugged in just to see if it would work. And I saw that it was charging and just put it back in the box. I'm like, okay. I'm like, maybe, because I already had that tablet with the keypad. The Viking Pro, the one, if you were here, you saw me take it apart, you know. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about anyway. But it's like $100 at Walmart on clearance. I was like, yeah, I'll take it, you know. Even if I just use it for like minor shit, and most of the time I just used it to use the work pad. Occasionally scroll the internet or something like that. I didn't want to pull out my laptop and get it all plugged in and all the good shit because I didn't have a desktop at the time. So I'm like, yeah, that'll work. And it did. It did the minor stuff. It's a little slow, but whatever. It's amazing how quickly technology just changes. You know, my laptop, my 16-year-old laptop, I bought it in 2006 to DJ with. It had 1 gig of memory on it, and maybe like, I couldn't even tell you how much storage is on there. But that was back when like you were buying like the most you could buy on a hard drive for like 500 gigs, and that was like $150. So, but the thing was like smooth. You know, I had Windows Vista on it, but it ran smoothly until I started trying to use it for like DJing. Once I had a whole bunch of shit on there, and again, when I say DJing, I mean pretty much MC DJ, not like, it really doesn't help. DJing weddings and parties and things like that. I'm not a DJ in the sense that I can sit there and mix and scratch and all the other shit. I never got a chance to learn that. Kind of wish I did, but I never had the opportunity. Actually, I did have the opportunity once, but I got yelled at for wasting my day there and not cleaning the house and taking care of shit. No, I wasn't a kid. Anyway, yeah, basically, I don't want to shit on her because she's not a bad person, but we weren't compatible. Basically, if I wasn't making money on a job that coming week, I was wasting my time doing other things that had to do with it. That was the attitude that I got. So if I was trying to set things up, because once I got everything set up, once I had the perfect playlist set up for dinners, for dancing. Yeah, I had it all set up. Once I had it set up, I had to do nothing but make sure I had the like for the weddings, for the couples special dances. Like I had these sheets that they had filled out, and they picked their songs. They were allowed to have like, they're allowed to request whatever they want. It's their party, but on paper, I learned from other DJs companies, like they would give me their sheets, you know, to go, because I had a buddy that I don't talk to anymore because he kind of abused the friendship with the DJ thing, because he knew I knew what I was doing, and he knew he could rely on me to handle a wedding last second. But that's the only time he would ever call me. Last second, you know, like the day before, or even the day of. last time I even got a message from him, I stopped talking to him after that. It was like the weekend before Halloween one year. He sent me a text message. He goes, "Hey, my DJ canceled." He had this problem like all the time, all the fucking time, because I don't know why. He hired fucking morons. My DJ canceled the last second. I need someone to go DJ a Halloween party. The pay is $50. It's in Youngstown. I live in Akron. It's 30 miles away. I'm like, equipment's already there, or something. Or no, you need to. I'm like, I need you to come pick up the equipment. So I had to drive. If you're paying attention and you want to use Google Maps, I had to drive from I'll just make it easier. Chapel Hill Mall. It's just a good roundabout. It's about 2-3 miles from my house. 2 miles from my house, so we'll stay there. Chapel Hill Mall to Hudson, Ohio, to pick up the equipment, to drive to Youngstown, and the entire pay was $50 for a 3-hour gig. So that's an hour of drive time total at minimum to the job and back, because they have to drop the stuff back off. And then a 3-hour job for $50. And not only that, it was like literally an hour before it started. That's the last time I talked to him. But he knew I could handle weddings. Like, he called me like the week before. Just say, "Hey, my DJ canceled for this week." And I said, "Why the fuck are you hiring DJs that cancel on weddings? You understand how important weddings are? They start planning this shit a year in advance." I would meet with people a year in advance when I was doing my own. I would meet with people a year in advance, and then I completely took a turn. I was talking about tablets. A year in advance, I would give them their sheets to fill out. I said I would contact them in 6 months to see how it was going, or however close it was, you know. And then we would meet again 2 weeks before the wedding to finalize all the arrangements, make sure I had the pronunciations correct in their names. They'd write them down. I would say, "Okay, so how do you say this?" And then they'd tell me it was whatever the fuck it was, and I would write it down in parentheses underneath it phonetically, at least how I would write it out, and make sure it's just quick and easy glancing at it, you know. Make sure I said something like Dubin instead of Dubbin, because it was D-U-B-E-N or something like that. Just randomly saying shit. Just make sure I pronounce the names right, because that's kind of annoying if you're the DJ and you can't pronounce the fucking names right. But yeah, that's how important these things are. You have to meet with them. The bride has to love you. Because once they're comfortable with you and they like you, they're happy, they're calm, everything is fine with the entertainment, and they're cool. You switch DJs on them, they're fucking going haywire again. That's how a bride's mindset works. Generally, I'm sure there's a good handful, and I've had a few of them that are actually super calm, but for the most part, that stereotypical bride is true. But the thing is, if you do all these steps properly, they understand that you're human. You might make a mistake. You might fudge a name here, once. If you fudge everybody's name, then that's a problem. A track might skip or something like that. Something might happen, technical difficulties, whatever, things happen, but they're fine. You know why? Because they realize that you were the right person to hire. That's why they trusted you to do it. Something happens, something might happen. And they're fine with that. If they don't know who you are, any little thing will set you off. I did this one wedding for them, and I can tell you right now, when I sat and met with them, the bride was just like, I'm not the person she trusted. Because I walked in, she goes, "Where's Brian? Brian was supposed to do this." And I'm like, I don't know. I think something came up, and he wasn't able to make it this weekend. Must have been something important, because I understand how important these things are. We went over everything, and this is the first time I saw his list. First time I saw his list that he gives, the checklist that he gives to the couple. And he had an entire sheet, printed sheet with it almost looked like notebook paper basically, because there were so many lines on it. He goes, I would like these songs to be played. And it was like 2 columns, full 8.5 by 11 sheet, full, and she had it full and on the back almost full. So basically, all those songs, I'm like, and when do you want these songs to be these songs? I'm like, that's a lot of songs. I want to make sure I try my best to get these in here, but and these were dance songs. These were dance songs she wanted played, and I went through them and realized half of them you can't dance to at all. They're not dance songs. They might be something I can bob around to like this. They're dinner songs. They're at the best dinner songs. And I went through it and said this, and I said, I'll tell you, go through. We're gonna go through these right here. I'm gonna tell you right now. And I pulled them up on my phone, and I played the beginning. I'm like, this is good for dinner. Especially didn't know. Okay, no problem. We'll do it for dinner, you know. And then she complained that I didn't play half of her songs because she was doing her table visits when it was being played. Well, dinner music isn't cranked up all the way because you got to be able to talk to each other. And so, luckily the program that I use is called Virtual DJ. It gives you a log because it was this whole fucking thing. The Brian, the guy who was supposed to DJ, is the one's calling me because he's the manager. He's like, well, she said what happened? She said she didn't play half her songs. I'm like, bullshit, I played every one of her fucking songs. Well, she didn't play. I'm like, can you send me the log? I'm like, are you fucking serious right now? He goes, yeah, I just want to verify. So I printed it off. I took it in there. I said, and I highlighted everyone because I had a copy of hers. I highlighted every one of her songs. Everyone was played. They were all dinner songs. You can go through the list yourself and you can look. They were all dinner songs except for five songs. 5 were songs, dance songs, and they got played during the dance time. And the only other problem I had was there was one special song they requested that they wanted played. It was one that they wanted played, I think, for her brother. Something that got her through while he was deployed or something like that. Now, here's what I want you to remember. This company, the owner, loaded the hard drive himself. The folders. He made the folders himself. And you sure every song is on here? I'm 100% positive. Went through it 3 times. I triple checked it. They're all on there. The one song that she requested that she wanted to make sure 100% was played, because she even stated this in the thing, was not on there. And of course, I didn't get this list until I picked up his equipment that day. So I had no time to sit there and double check and go through every fucking song. I'm trusting the owner of this company who's been doing this for 30 years, 20 years, well, 30 now, 20 years at the time, that everything was correct. And then it wasn't on there. And of course they had no Wi-Fi in the building. And I had no signal on my phone. Luckily somebody else was able to download it while I was sitting there looking like a fucking moron. And he brought his phone over and played it. Saved my fucking ass, but it still pissed her off. And that's probably what prompted her to say I didn't play any of her songs. It's like the one order where I forgot part of their food because it was pouring down rain. They had no porch light on. It was pitch black. Taco Bell gives me a box and a bag, like two, 3 bags. Of course, they don't put it in a big plastic bag. I get there, I pull up, I grab the drink carrier, I grab the bag. I forgot about the box in mine. I didn't realize until like an hour later when I finally had to use the bag again, because everything else I was picking up was from the Dash Mart, which was all just product stuff, not something I had to keep in a hot bag. And I called DoorDash and I said, hey, I was with customer so-and-so with the Taco Bell, da-da-da-da. Yeah, that was a while ago. What happened? I'm like, I forgot part of their order. Now, I didn't have to do that, but I always do it. Whenever I make a mistake, I always call in. And they said, oh, well, let me check here, and I'm sure they got a credit already, but I will deliver it, but I will take it back to them, that's fine, but I have no way of contacting them, let them know I still have it, and I apologize, but it's probably like garbage now. He goes, well, let me check. He said, look, they got everything. He said, oh, they said the whole delivery wasn't delivered. The whole order wasn't delivered. I said, bullshit. I'm like, I'm calling you now an hour later to say, hey, I forgot part of the food. If that was the case, if I didn't deliver the whole thing, do you think I would just say, hey, I forgot part of the food? And I explained it. I'm like, it was pouring rain. They had no porch light on. They didn't respond to the text message that I sent them saying that it's pouring rain, it's pitch black out here. I'm like, am I at your house? Because I was in the driveway and I couldn't see anything. I wasn't going to go stand out in fucking rain with my flashlight trying to look for their address to make sure I was at the right house, because Google doesn't always pinpoint exact. So, but anyway, beside the point. So anyway, once I started trying to load DJ programs on, I realized that 1 gigabyte of memory wasn't enough, and I had expandable to 4 gigs. I bought the extra 3 gigs, and all of a sudden it was bam. On my laptop. And I'll tell you what, that laptop, that 16-year-old laptop with 4 gigs, and it's 16 years old. It's older than these tablets that I'm talking about. Will run faster than the computer I bought in 2020. That has 8 gigabytes of RAM. So, but anyway, I messed with those tablets. The first one, the big white one that uses the mini port, I turned it on and there was no Play Store. They had some weird ass name, the Play Store, basically, or app store, what they called it. And I'm like, and every time I tried it, it's like, it was completely obsolete. It would not connect to the internet. It connected to the internet, but I couldn't get anything. There was nothing. I typed in everything possible, nothing. It had 1 gigabyte of storage. I'm like, I knew that wasn't going anywhere, so I just completely reset it. Grabbed the 8-inch one that had the micro port, turned it on, it has the Play Store. I'm like, okay, cool. I downloaded Twitch because I figure I'll use that one for Twitch. Because you can probably sit sideways, whatever, or whatever it was. So I downloaded Twitch, but for some reason it wouldn't let me fucking log in. Like, I got to the point where it says, we sent you a code to log in on the new device, and it wouldn't let me go any farther. So I deleted Twitch, downloaded TikTok, and every time I tried to open TikTok or play on TikTok, it was so buggy or glitchy. Basically, every video was like, hey, and it was fuck motherfucker. So I deleted TikTok and figured I tried to download, do Facebook on it. And I'm like, I figured Facebook will be easier, But then I also looked at the specs and realized it has 0.3 megabytes for the front camera. I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work at all. I'm like, and I finally got Facebook downloaded, and I turned it on, went into the kitchen where it had plenty of lighting, and I was just holding it up like this, and oh, that's horrid. Even the back camera was only 2 megapixels. Just this Note 4 has 3 megapixels on the front camera. The TikTok one has 5. And then my S9 Plus I think has 8. Probably that camera looks so much better. So I'm like, yeah, that's not going to work. So then I tried using my lap. My is a Viking Pro 10 is what it's called, which has 2 megabytes, 2 megapixels on the front and the rear camera. Also only has 1 gigabyte of RAM. And as soon as I downloaded TikTok and tried to open it, it says you must update the Play Store for this to run, which makes no sense, but whatever. So I let the thing update, and then it won't even, like, I go back and TikTok's like, it's not installed. I'm like, what the fuck? So I go back to try to search for TikTok, and it won't load anything but the main page. I searched for whatever, clicked on other buttons that were on there, and it goes to a blank page and sits there. So once I updated the Play Store, nothing worked. Nothing that I needed to download. I couldn't download anything on it. So I'm like, motherfucker. So I was pissed. I'm still angry. I mean, I can continue using this setup. This isn't a big deal. Nobody's watched. What, I got one person in here now? Yeah. One person on Twitch, one person on TikTok, nobody on Instagram. It doesn't really fucking matter. I don't even need to have these things on, but honestly, all I really need to do is have TikTok on, because that's the only one I really kind of said that I was going to live stream on in the first place. And I really only need the one just to make sure I come down here, because that's the whole reason why I'm doing this, is to hold myself accountable to make sure I actually come down here and do it. And it's been working for 10 weeks, 9.5 weeks now. 9.5 weeks! That's a movie title. Isn't it? Yeah, 9.5 weeks. So yeah, but I really want to free up my phone. Just because I'm tired of walking over there, swipe it up and down, turn the music on and off, and turn the alarms off, or whatever if I forget something. At minimum. So I got on eBay and actually found another Note 5. Whole store, I guess that would be store, seller, a whole seller. It has nothing but like refurbished products, phone, tablet products, and had a whole bunch of like Note 5s and Note 4s and even some older ones that for like $35, $40 with just like small cracks in the cases, maybe a little bit of cracking on the corner of the screen or something. Other than that, working properly, or screen burn, image burn, which I have on my 9 here, because I use it for Google Maps. It's constantly on Google Maps because I'm driving all day, so I can see the icons from the Google Maps down the right side of the screen. So I don't care. Like right now, if I get really up close on my phone, I can't see them unless I get like a white screen. So I'm like, yeah, I don't give a shit about image burn. That's not a big deal. You know, the phone's just going to be used as a live stream. So at least if that works nice, I might order another one, or maybe order. They have the S2 tablet. It's got like an S2 tablet for like $65. The S2 came out at the same time as I believe the Note 5. It's got 3 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of storage, which is all it needs to do this. Then I can have TikTok front and center with that tablet right there, because that's where most people do communicate. If I do get people talking in here, is on TikTok. Every so often, once in a blue moon, somebody will talk on Twitch. And the only time I get anybody talking to me on Instagram is when my friend Brent jumps in there and says, "Hey, good job, keep it up." That's about it. Other than that, nobody says anything. Unless I catch them just joining in. I'm like, "Who's in there?" And I'm like, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" And they're like, "Hi." And that's the extent of what I get on Instagram. So, but yeah, if that other Note 5 works well, I might just go ahead and order a tablet off them. That should be here by the end of next week. It said like Wednesday to Friday next week or something. Ooh, I also forgot. I gotta open these guys up. My timers. You know, I talk too much. I waste too much time. I talk too much. Stupid sticker. I have a feeling that each one of these uses a AAA battery. It says to push down. It does, and it has one in it. I am surprised. This thing cost it was like $6 for the 2-pack, and it came with the battery in each one of them. I'm assuming each one of them. How fucking awesome is that? And they got little stands too. See, they got a little stand. You can't see it there. But again, I think. I gotta. Shouldn't there be like a little sticker or something? They got magnets on the back too. I don't see a sticker in there like to keep it from connecting, so batteries could be dead. I don't know. But I think I gotta turn it on. I don't know why. I don't know what it's doing. It says no waterproof. No waterproof. Silent, loud. Off switch. I can't, like, even with these glasses on, I can't see what these buttons say. Silent, loud, and off. Yeah. That's what it says. Plain. I think there is something in there stopping it. This isn't really set up properly. Nope, that's the right way. There's no plastic in there keeping it from doing that. I probably got to push and hold it. Oh, there we go. It's on. That'll make you feel old. That one just turn right on. Alright, so 1 minute. Just want to make sure. I think we're doing 1 minute 15 seconds on the planks and then 1 minute on the other ones. On the side planks. Yeah. So, but yeah, I got another Note 5 coming. So since the Note 5 and the Note 4 work perfectly well for these things. The reason why the fuck did Twitch end? Stupid fucking shit. Like, it just fucking stopped. Like, for no reason, it just fucking cut me off. But I like the way I like the way kiss me when we're playing the kissing game. I like how much fits into the front camera on here. Like, even having my phone back an extra 1.5 feet or so, I still don't get exactly what I get on the Note 5 here. And I even checked it last night too. I put TikTok, I slid over to the live on both this Note 5 and my S9 Plus. And the S9 Plus was zoomed in closer and I can't zoom back out. So it's definitely the camera. Again, it's a great camera. It's a beautiful image on the front camera. But for what I'm using it for, I need to have it opened up a little bit more. So that way I can keep them all right here, all lined up next to each other. I don't have to worry about walking back there and fucking with it, and then my phone will be down here. Unless I add Facebook Live, which I might do still. Probably, I will probably wait until I start the 3 sets of 10 on July 11th before I add another one. How are you? I am good. I'm good. How are you? Just had to restart my Twitter. Not my Twitter. My TikTok. What the fuck is it called? What are you on? Twitch. They all start with T's. Twitch, Titter. We need to make an app called Titter. I'm bad. I am bad. Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. What's the other one? Tumblr. There are other ones that start with T. I don't know. Yeah, just order that damn laptop stand. That fucking laptop stand. It's only $16. Not laptop stand, tablet stand. Just order that tablet stand for $16. It's only $16. I could send it back. Or I could still use it. Like, those tablets work. They just won't work with, like, these types of apps. Like, if I want to set it next to me while I'm working on the computer and have something on there, or, you know, if I'm playing on the phone, I can pull something up, like, so I can copy it onto my phone or something like that. It's like, I guess I can still utilize it with the one, or even the smaller one. Because both of them will work as long as I'm not using these, like, super high-functioning social media apps. But then again, I really don't need the laptop or the tablet stand with the one because it's got the attachable keyboard. I guess I could take it off there because occasionally, sometimes I don't want to use it. But then again, I might still order that S2. That S2 should work for this because it's got, like I said, it's got the same specs basically as this Note 5 does, just bigger. I swear. Probably just me moving in the camera over there. I'm just kind of, I don't know why I keep doing this. But yeah, I think I might do that because, like I said, TikTok's the one where most people talk, and it's so small, and I don't want to have to swipe over like this and have all the. Even then, that's not like big enough for me to see without having to lean in and read it. That looks stupid. It is big enough for me to read. It's just like I don't want to go like this and have to fucking focus on it. I want to make sure I can see myself, so I make sure I'm in frame and make sure I'm doing the workouts properly. That the ones that I need to see, like the shoulders. Ooh, I felt that yesterday. Oh, the shoulder shrugs and the side lateral raises and stuff. Things that I kind of have to keep an eye on. But yeah, that's enough talking. That is enough talking. Today's workout, it is day something. It is week 10, day 5. Week 10, day 5. Yes, week 10, day 5. Abs, back, biceps, part 2. Starting off with the ab sculpt from Hip Hop Abs. It's about a 22-ish minute long video. And then we are doing planks, side planks, and mason twists, 2 sets of those. And again, the abs are any rep count abs. There's going to be a set of 30 as opposed to 2 of 15 like all the rest of the muscle groups, at least for my workout. If you want to do my workout and you want the bulky bodybuilder type abs, then do the 2 of 15 and move to the 3 of 10, exactly like everything else. You want to follow along exactly, you can do the abs exactly like every other muscle group. Just add weight, just like everything else. The higher set, lower rep count, you need to add more weight. So higher set, lower rep, higher weight. I'm going for a more toned, trimmed, defined V shape. I want toned, strong, defined abs, but I don't want the big bulky abs. So again, I like to use my example: Captain America versus Hulk. Basically, Chris Evans, Captain America, versus Mark Ruffalo's Hulk. Or even Lou Ferrigno's Hulk. But then again, he didn't have huge bodybuilder abs. Lou Ferrigno was still part of the era of aesthetics, where you would bodybuild and get big, but still have the aesthetics. You know, Arnold, Ferrigno, those guys. And then it was like 10, 15 years later when the bulk gods came in, you know, like Jay Cutler and stuff, where they were just like monsters. I always said, if they would have actually made a legit He-Man movie 10, 15 years ago, like a legit one, not that shitty ass one from the 80s, it was a horrible movie. Horrible movie. Anyway, they would have made a legit one like 10, 15 years ago. Jay Cutler would have been perfect to play He-Man. Perfect. He was the perfect build. He had the look. He was already blonde. He got tanned constantly. He would have been the perfect He-Man. Even if they did the whole new thing that they started in 2002, the Toonami version, where he was like teenage small Adam, and he turned into huge He-Man, you know, kind of like the Hulk, as opposed to the original one that was just basically Prince Adam, just got darker hair, darker skin, and a deeper voice. Because he talked like this. Well, I don't know, Tila. I can't do his voice, but it was very nasal. His voice was very nasal. Then he talked as He-Man. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power, you know. But it's basically like Superman, you know, like, how can you not tell it's him? Take the glasses off, you know. Just, but still, Jay Cutler would have made a perfect He-Man when he was younger. Jay Cutler would probably still make a perfect King Grayskull if they made a movie now. They keep fucking it up. I started writing a script like 10 years ago, and I saw they were working on it, so I'm like, well, fuck, there's no point in me doing this now. And they still haven't fucking done it. And then Kevin Smith came out with his cartoon, which is pretty good. It's actually pretty good. The Revelations, or Revolutions, or Revelations, I think, something like that. You remember Masters of the Universe Revelations. Then they had another one on there as well, which I didn't want to watch because it looked stupid. But yeah. Anyway, so I use 3 references basically. You know, Chris Evans, well 4. Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, Chris Evans as Captain America, Henry Cavill as Superman, and then Mark Ruffalo's CGI Hulk. Kind of building up, you know. You got the swimmer's body, you got the athlete, or even Michael B. Jordan. He's got like a really very aesthetically pleasing figure. I'm trying to say that without sounding a little, you know, because I'm not. But I can appreciate someone who puts in the hard work, and he's got a very intimidating stature, a very superhero look to him. Very excited for that Val-Zod series to come out. If you don't know what Val-Zod is one of the at least two original legit Supermen. Calvin Ellis was the first. He's kind of based off of Obama, but it's set in like an alternate world. But I guess yeah, like Earth 2 or something. I forget which one. A different Earth. He becomes president. Superman becomes president, but he's black. That's their Superman, that Earth. And then Val-Zod has a very, very similar origin story as Superman, as Clark Kent, as Kal-El. He comes from Krypton. He's in a similar fashion. I don't have that one. It makes me angry. I have comics with him in it, but I don't have the first one, the origin story. That is, I believe it is Earth 2, number 19. I believe that's his first appearance. I have the first Calvin Ellis, which is Final Crisis, I think number 7, and then Action Comics Volume 3, whatever the New 52, number 1. See, I could look it up on my list, but I don't know for I know off the top of my head I don't really know exactly the numbers, but this full appearance, I think, with Action Comics number 2, Volume 3, something like that. So, but yeah, so those are like the statures that I usually reference. So, I will be happy if I can get to the Johnny Storm figure. But like the Chris Evans from the first Captain America movie, that's the look that I want to go for. I've always wanted to go for that look, but when he said that, I'm like, that's the right look for somebody like broad shoulder. I'm also short though, so I'm not going to get exactly that. But I don't want a Zac Efron look, because he's got the more. He's not like he's V-shaped. He's got the more straight line. You know what I mean? Zac Efron is an inch taller than me. Which is probably why everybody thinks he would make a good Wolverine. He also looks like Wolverine. Wolverine's supposed to be like 5'3", but Hugh Jackman was like 6'1". So nobody really cared, because Hugh Jackman did a great job as Wolverine. And he looked the part. He actually fulfilled the role pretty well, other than the height. But Zac Efron has turned out to be a phenomenal actor, and I think that he would actually fit the part phenomenally, because he's got the look, which is kind of odd, because I really didn't think he was going to be much more than a pretty boy, you know, after seeing him in High School Musical, because my kids were little much High School Musical. But he turned out to completely own his career and not be shaped by his High School Musical stint. So yeah, I think he would make a phenomenal Wolverine in the new series. So, but yeah, I think for my size, personally for my size, I think the Superman, Henry Cavill is a little bit big. Okay, that's my personal opinion. And then I don't want to look like the big bulky bodybuilder or something like that. Just again, a personal preference. So I am perfectly fine with the slim trim, but still kind of have enough muscles that I actually look like I can. I don't want to say hold my own, but actually look good and pleasing. Favorite scene. I think honestly, what made me decide that I wanted to look like Chris Evans in Captain America. Again, I'm not like worshiping anybody here. I'm just saying that I've always like had an idea in my head of how I wanted to look, but I've never actually gotten to that point because I was just got lazy, like I'm being now, and not doing my fucking workout. It was in, I believe it was Winter Soldier. Yeah, I think it was Winter Soldier. The helicopter scene where he's holding the one inside the railing, he's pulling it back. I don't know what it was in that scene. I'm just like, one, it's a fucking awesome ass scene, but the way he did that, and it was just pure like just muscles rippling and just boom. I'm like, that's what I want to look like. I'm tired. I am skinny with a lot of fat, and that pisses me off. That always has. You know, when I finally started getting in shape, I was like all happy. I'm like, cool. Then I got all fucked up again, and I was on my way. And tell everybody I'm on my way. Who's up there? See, I'm sticking my head in everybody's faces trying to see who's on Instagram. If it was right here, I wouldn't do that. Never. So, yeah. So the Captain America, the Chris Evans look is what I'm kind of going for. Maybe I can get a girl that looks like that. Maybe. I've had girls that look like that. It's been a while. It's been a long while. Anyway, we're going to get this started now. I've done my little spiel. I've talked way too fucking much. Turn this back on. Do our warm-up. Hip hop abs, ab sculpt, and then we'll get into it. I got my timers all set and ready to go. So I don't got to sit there and try to stare at the fucking clock the whole time. Oh yeah, again, the what I was actually trying to say, I'm just going off on fucking tangents. The closer you want to get to looking like the Hulk, you need to build your abs more. And to build your abs, you need to work them like any other muscle. I think that's what I was trying to say. So, if you want to do my routine, I still got to put those fucking. I gotta figure out how to use Google. I feel fucking old because I used to know all this shit, and I used to have the patience to figure this out. I've got to add a Google Doc to my link tree. I had my link tree on Instagram, TikTok, and I believe I posted it on YouTube as well. So my link trees are on there. I have to add a Google Doc, so my Excel spreadsheet that has all my combinations of this workout. So the one set, basically it doesn't matter how many reps you do, but I have them separated by sets. You know, so I have this done by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10. So I have the setups that way. I also have the 6 and 10 one set up straight like this and superset form, basically. So I have to get that set up and then attached to my link tree. So anybody who does want to do the workout routine that I'm doing in whatever fashion they want to do, 1 set of 10 or 1 set of 30, 2 sets of 15, 3 sets of 10, 5 sets of 6, 5 sets of 15. There was a bodybuilder who had a regimen where he did 5 sets of 15. He just totally blasted the shit out of his fucking body with that. And I tried it for a few weeks. Oh, it was a bitch. It took forever. The TV just turned off too. That's what the noise was, the TV. So, yeah, if you want the big bulky abs, work your abs the same way as everything else. So like right now, I'm doing 2 of 15. I would do 2 of 15 with extra weight. We switch to the 3 of 10. I would do 3 of 10 with the abs as well, with more weight, and that will build the abs just like everything else. The way I'm doing it, I am keeping the 30 count rep, but I'm adding the sets as we go. So the first thing was 1 of 30, everything was 1 of 30. This segment is 2 of 15, the abs are 2 of 30. Next time it's 3 of 10, the abs are going to be 3 of 10, 3 of 30. So I'm keeping it at that, so I'm keeping a high rep, low weight. I've already added, not a lot, but I've already added a 2-pound weight across my chest for the crunches, the regular crunches. I will probably be adding that to my oblique crunches soon. I have added the 3-pound weight, again, not a lot, but I've added a 3-pound weight to my base and twists, which you'll see here soon. I'll probably bump it up to 5 here shortly. And then most likely when I bump it up to the 8, I will add the ankle weights as a counterbalance as well to work that a little bit more. But I will still keep the high rep, low weight on that to ensure I still build I still strengthen my core. I tone them, I tighten them, I define them, but they're not going to get huge. So I will have that V shape as opposed to the bulky Hulk looking thing. So the Captain America look versus the Hulk look. If that makes sense. If anybody's listening, I don't know. Reconnecting the chat. Apparently Twitch is being a bitch today. Not the guy talking who tried to talk to me. But it ended on me, now it's like doing all this reconnect shit. I don't know, whatever. No one really pays attention. I think Amber's gone because she would have said hi. I'm pretty sure she would have said hi. I know how to tell she's gone. I can hit the wave button. If she's not there, I won't wave to her. Or maybe it will. I don't know. Maybe she is there. What's it say? You waved. Okay. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this going. We need to get this going. It's Friday.
Come.
Friday. Get down on Friday. You know, she's actually a really good singer. People don't think she is, but she's actually a really good singer. Rebecca Black. Everybody likes to make fun of that Friday song that she did when she was like 14. She was fucking 14. Everybody's an asshole about it. It wasn't a good song. I mean, 100%. It's not a good song. But it was catchy. But I urge people to go listen to her cover. It's a duet with a guy. I don't know his name. Rebecca Black. She did this a few years after that video. She's on TikTok, by the way. I know that. But she had a lot of anxiety and issues because of the shit she got for that song. You guys can fuck people up. Just think of what's his face. Again, I don't know his name, but the kid who played Anakin Skywalker in Phantom Menace. You guys fucked his life off. Not you in particular, but people fucked his life up because they weren't happy with his acting skills. I'd be more pissed off about the movie because it sucked than a fucking 8-year-old's acting skills. Or 10-year-old, whatever. Not everybody can be Haley Joel Osment, Dakota Fanning. Cast a kid, you expect the kid's acting ability. And that's what he gave you, and he actually gave a decent performance, what it was. Anyway, I recommend going to YouTube, looking up Rebecca Black, Can't Stop cover. Miley Cyrus Can't Stop cover. It's an acoustic. They're sitting on her and this dude, surfer-looking dude, sitting on a beach. I don't remember his name at all. But they did a slow, mellow duet of that, like acoustic, just guitar. I think it was just a guitar. But obviously it's a video because you can tell it was recorded. It's not something they actually did sitting on the beach. But it's very pretty. It's a very pretty version of it, and she sings very well. So anybody who gave her shit can go fuck themselves. Leave people alone. I mean, there's a difference. There's a complete difference. When you fuck with people who deserve to be fucked with, you know, assholes, racists, bigots, egotistical people who say things like, I would give up my guns if I thought for 1 second it would help to get likes and views and shit like that. People go, oh my God, you're such a good person. Now, if they were a good person, they would say, I'm not telling anybody to get their guns. I'm not. And I wouldn't. But you would do it instead of making a 10-second video or 15-second video saying you would do it if you thought it would help. And what that means is, I don't think it's going to help, so I'm not giving up my guns. I'm like, I wasn't planning on it anyway, but if I thought it would happen, if I thought it would actually help, I'd do it. But I know it's not going to, so I don't have to worry about it. That's the most like self-absorbed fucking thing you can say. It's the most empty fucking product. I would, but you know, I'd give money to that homeless guy if I actually thought he was going to use it for food, not cigarettes. If I actually thought it would help him get better his life, I'd throw him a few bucks. But, meh. I'd actually help my friends move if I thought they would actually appreciate it. That was a little bit different, but still, same concept. It's just such a self-absorbed thing to do and say. If you don't want to help your friends move, don't help. I'm like, I'm busy. Nah. I'd help you. I'd help them. I don't think that. I saw somebody else on Facebook do the same thing today. You know, I would go all out for my friends if I thought they would do the same for me. That's not the point of doing it. The point of doing something helpful is to be helpful, whether you get something in return or not. Everybody wants something for something. Now, granted, there are certain things where you should be getting something, like working. You should get something in return for your work. But holding the door open for somebody, they didn't ask you to. You know, you did it to be nice. You did it as a kind gesture. Getting pissed off they didn't say thank you defeats the entire purpose of the nicety that you did. Thank you. Saying thank you is a form of payment, even if it is just to your ego. That's all it is. A thank you is a payment to your ego. That's all it is. You give a gift, you do something nice for somebody. Yes, it's nice to have us thank you to show that it was appreciated. But you did something nice not to be thanked. You did it to do Not joining your live. I don't know what your live's about. I don't know. Not doing your live. I've been talking too much anyway. But yeah, you do something nice. It's because you are wanting to do something nice to that person, not because you're expecting anything in return. Expecting a thank you is expecting something in return. Yes, it's shitty when somebody doesn't say thank you, but different cultures get offended if you say thank you, I believe. I believe there is a culture, or at least there used to be cultures, that would be offended if you said thank you for a gift, because now it's a payment. That's kind of like what you say, you're welcome. It's like, you don't need to thank me. It's like completely, it's a pointless cycle. It's a 1,000% pointless cycle to get into. Because I give you something as a gift. No payment required, nothing, just because I like you and I thought you would like that, I give you that. It's a gesture of kindness on my part to you. You say thank you, you now paid me, in a manner of speaking, for that. I say you're welcome, meaning you're welcome to it, or no problem, or no thanks necessary, all the same thing. I just invalidated your thank you. So at the same time, you thanked me, I said, nope, no need to thank me. You deserved it. Then what do? You go, oh, well, thank you. You have to make sure you get that payment in, because you feel obligated to pay for something and say thank you. That's a payment. So, not telling you not to say thank you, because it's customary to say thank you and say you're welcome. It's more of a, it has become, at least in our culture, more of a nicety in itself, just an acknowledgement, you know, of the gift, and that you appreciate it, saying thank you. And then your welcome is you appreciating the thank you. And that concludes your transaction, because it's all a transaction. But yeah, it's a form of payment. Wow, I just keep getting on fucking tangents today. I was up at 8:30, and I got down here at 9:30. See, the problem was, I was out of my protein bars. So I had to drink a protein shake, and I didn't want to come down here and just start jumping around after drinking a protein shake. I'd rather have a protein shake afterwards. If I was going to have a protein shake, not before. So I had let it settle. Obviously, it's been plenty of time to settle. So yeah, no more talking. I'm done. Wanted to start working on time today. Speaking of which, this I'll tell you right now, it might actually be worth it more so me getting, I can't say that. I make more, I make enough when I'm out working. It's just, it seems like even like I'm not out enough. Part of that has to do with me being down here too late. I'm always scheduled. Fine, whatever. There's obviously no point in me going out then. To realize I was scheduled from 11:30 to 1:30, which is basically pointless because I'm not going to get a decent order. I never, even when it was busy, I never got a decent order until like after 12:15, 12:30. That I would have time to take one, maybe two orders before my dash ends at 1:30. I forgot to sign up on time. So I have the dinner shift. So Hopefully it'll be better than last night. Last night was about 3 hours, and I got an order that was canceled because some asshat before me stole it. She goes, he came in and asked for the name. And so the fucking dickhead stole the order. And then after that, got nothing. Nothing but long distance, going to cost me nearly a gallon of gas to go drop this off for the price of a gallon of gas. That's how much these orders were. Then I got one for Wendy's. The Wendy's up here is horrendous. One day out of maybe a month, it works. It's smooth. It works like it's just like a fast food restaurant. The rest of the times, cars sit there. I got up there and I'm looking. I can see it all the way down the strip, and I can see the same car sitting there, just sitting at the speaker, and the 2 cars behind it. So I pull in, I pull around, like, please let the fucking lobby still be open. I go up, door's locked. Time I get back in my car, 2 more cars pulled around, and that first car was still sitting there. Last time I went through their drive-thru, I pulled up the speaker. I sat there. Like, we'll be with you in a minute. Sat there. 5 minutes goes by. I said, I'm just picking up a Grubhub order. I said I'd be with you in a minute. It's been 5. There's only 2 of us in here. If you'd like to come in and help us, then maybe we can get your food out faster. I'm like, oh, bitch. I said no, and I just left. So I pulled out of there. I wasn't waiting for that. I was already pissed off. Because at that point I was just done. I was ready to go home because I sat for 20 minutes with nothing but $3 to $5 orders going 10 miles away. And then I get one for $6, $6.25 from the Chipotle right there, across the street from the Wendy's, going 2 miles away. I'm like, fine, I'll take this one, but it's not ready. I'm just going to go home because I'm done. Not because I don't normally wouldn't wait. Not because I normally wouldn't wait for it, because at this point I'm already pissed off and irritated. And it's getting close to cutoff time, which is 10 o'clock, because that's when it just turns to crap, and it's already starting to turn to crap. So I pull in there, and I'm like, he goes, and he sees me standing there, and then he proceeds to stand at the counter for another minute or two, just kind of doing this. And then he goes, what order are you waiting for? I'm like, you saw me walk in like a minute ago, and you're just now asking me. But whatever. I'm like, Zach? He goes, Zach just went out. I was like, what? He goes, wait, hold on. He goes, what? I'm like, do you guys got a Zach down there? He goes, yeah, that's the one we're making now, which they weren't making. For some reason, they weren't making it in the back like they're supposed to be, because there was somebody back there making orders. I think they handed a couple up to the front because the front wasn't busy, but there were 2 people in line, and I saw her literally set the check down for Zach, and then say, what can I get you? And I'm like, and they proceed to start ordering the food. I'm like, you motherfucker. I'm like, you had 2 items to make that you already had in your hand, but because dumbass was like, was all confused on the fucking orders that was going on. And like, oh, you can stop them from doing it. Gave time for the people to walk up, and then they could have, instead of like finishing the fucking order. I was like, nope. I left, came right home. I was done. I was at that. It was now 9:30. The last order I got was that canceled order that I actually had and I got paid for, and I only got paid half the pay, which is $3. At like 8:50, 8:55 is when it was finally canceled, and it was now 9:30. I'm like, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going home. I made good money while I was out. I made over $20 an hour, and I was roughly about $2 a mile, so I can't complain about what I made for the time I was out, but it's just getting so fucking ridiculous on the side. And the problem, I blame these asshole drivers who sit there and make fucking TikTok videos. Tip your driver or you don't get your food. This is why your food's cold, because you're not tipping your drivers. You know, no tip, no trip. Again, I'm very open about the fact that I won't take non-pre-tipped orders, but there are plenty of drivers that do take them, and they're happy with them because they get, in their experience, they make enough in cash to make up for the ones that don't tip. I haven't had that experience, so I don't take them. I have bills to pay. I live by myself. I still have back child support to pay because they fucked the whole thing up for 20 fucking years. I have debt. I have things to worry about that I have to handle on my own. So I have to ensure that I make the money that I need to make. So me taking a $3 order going 10 miles, it costs me more in gas than it does to deliver your order. I'm not going to do it. There's also people who drive electric cars, or hybrids, or Prius. Well, I think it's a hybrid. Things like that can afford to take the longer orders because all they're worried about more is time. They're not worried about the gas they're spending. And if they had an electric car in my price range that actually could last all day, I would have got it. The only thing I could find that was electric was a 2007 Nissan Leaf or something like that. 2011 Nissan Leaf, I don't know. Anyway, it was a Nissan Leaf. And I looked it up, looked the specs up on that car, that year, make and model. And a fully charged Nissan Leaf from that year was like 2 hours runtime. I'm like, that's not going to work. I think the only other option I probably would have had would have been like a smart car or a hybrid if I could have found one, which would have been better. But then again, when I bought that car, gas was still less than $2.50 a gallon, which was only like 2 fucking years ago. Fucking bullshit. Anyway. Time to quit fucking around.
Are y'all ready to go? Come on, y'all, let's rock it out. I'm here to make your ass. I said till, tuck, tight and breathe. By the time you're done, that's all you'll need. Give hip-hop ass all day long.
Yeah, a smart person would just cut all this shit out on my YouTube video.
What's going on? My name is Sean.
I'll leave it all on there.
Welcome to Hip Hop Abs Sculpt 1. This is the video that's going to give you the foundation for the greatest abs that you ever had, alright? So we're going to work it out and groove today, all in your core. You know what? Step side to side right here. Now listen up. This workout has no sit-ups or crunches, okay? So all you got to do is work out standing up and being strong, okay? Here, give me a little clap here. Now listen, I got my girl Tanya right here to my left. She's always going to do some exercises just in case they're a little more challenging. Follow her. Ready? March it out. Right here. Push. Now, even when you march, after you march, I want you to keep the core tight and groove it out and work it through. But first, pump the arms out here. Pump in. Tighten up and groove. You got it? You got to feel it. Work. Just start to feel it. Hips up and hit. Step side to side. Right here. Go. Now, keep it tight. Even though you're doing this, okay? 4 more. 4 and 3. Come back and pump through. Pump it out. Feel the hip squeeze. Look, I'm lifting, I'm tucking, and I'm tight. Here we go. Try it again. Here we go. Body clap right here. Go here. Okay? Keep it tight. Ready? Now pump center. Go. Work. You got it. Yeah. Yeah. Step side to side. Hey. Come on. You're in. You're good. Pump it through. Let you feel it work. Feel it. Go. Hit. Move it up right here. Clap it up high. Let's go. Push. You hear that? Where it go, y'all? Come on. Come on. Even when you move, you still gotta lift the hips up. And exhale tight. Go. Push. Do it again. Come on. Up. Let's go. You ready? Step side to side right here. Come on. Groove out. Groove out. Groove out. Groove out. Pump. Move it up. Go. Work. Work. Clap. Good. Slide it out again. Go. Again, go here and pump away. Hey, do it again. Come on. Now you're starting to feel the work. Pump to me. Now we can groove. Step side to side. Move out. Yeah, pump back. Now, march wide right here. March. Now, that's the basics here. Okay, so you're in. You're good. Just work it out. Hey. I know I'm a little crazy, but just stay with me sometimes. Because I don't know what I'm doing sometimes. Either I just feel the music and you go. You gotta feel me. Plant the feet right here. Ready? Take your arms to the left. Look. Groove. Now, this is called the roll in. Because eventually we're going to bring our knee up and bring our elbows in like this. So, start to tighten it. Feel it. Now squeeze. You gotta lift your hip a little higher if you don't feel it, okay? And if you don't feel it even that way, you gotta bring the shoulders down. Now, add your heel right here. Look, add your heel. In. So remember what I told you in the sequence of fat abs where you hit, tilt, boom, tuck, under, tighten your core. It's all working here. You're there. You're in. You're good. Do you feel me? Because I'm cute or just because you feel me? Alright, so here we go, right? Start to lift the knee. Just make a little one here. So lift the knee up, okay? Now, first you start getting used to the knee coming up. Unless you know already, then you can lift the hips as they come up. The same thing we just did. Are you with me? Come on, y'all. Let's go. Push. Now you can stay with Tanya here, because she's going to modify for you. Or come with me. I'm going to take it up a little high. Look. Even when I go high, lift the hips up. Push it up. Come on. Push. Are y'all feeling those chords? Work. Now, come on. Don't be afraid if you're on the ground and still try to feel your stomach, okay? 4 and 3 right here. March wide right here. Oh, yes. Good. Now that was called the roll in. You roll in because you know what? You roll. You will get rolls. And I'm talking about some ab rolls, okay? Ab and hard rolls. Now, here we go. Push it down. Keep together. Here we go. And 4 and 3. Look. Start to bounce slow. Look how I work this. This is bounce. And I'm here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to lift my knee a little bit off the shore. Boom. A little bit off the floor. And I'm just lifting my hips. See it? Tighten and push. You're going to see it all work here. Make it work. Come on. Go for it. Now I'm going to stay here. Bring your knee up. Just a little higher. Yeah. If you see what I'm doing, I'm turning to the side. And I'm tucking my hips under. Feel it? Now start to exhale. And breathe through. Tighten it. Go for it. You got it? Come on. Push it in. Feel it. You can feel your stomach. It's okay. Now I want you to drop your arms a little bit. Now here we go. We're going to add arms. Push in. Now push. Now the same thing I just described to you with the core work, I want you to do it here, okay? And lift. Now just do that. Come on, let's work it out. Then you can throw your hair if you got some hair. Then you can throw it back, but don't fall. But you won't fall because you're gaining a strong core. Ready? Let's go to the floor. Just a little faster here. Now push. Now see, we're going to go faster now, but I still want you to lift the hips and tighten up. And still exhale as the knee comes up. Listen to me. Breathe, so tuck right, feel it in the core. Ready? Here we go. Now bring the arms up high. Bring it together. Up high. Breathe through. Work through. Push it up. You got it. Come on. Now everything is working. You're lifting the hips. You're tilting the abs. And guess what? Most of all, you're having a good time. Are you good? Do you feel it? Come on. 4 and 3. Now, move it up and back right here. Move up. Move. Come back. Now we're going. Up high. Go. Now listen. Still gotta fit everything. Move it up right here. Still gotta fit everything. And push back. Come up high again. Come on. Tighten up. Ready? Here we go. Push it up. Take it up high right here. Push. Go back. Come on. Take it up high here. Work. And do it again. And push. Take it up high here. Work. Go back. Come on. In. Take it up high. You know what? Let's do it again. Come on. Push. Work. Now put it all together and dig through and work it out. Yeah? Oh! Now it's repetition. You like, this is how you feel. This is how you work. This is how you're going to get that burn tomorrow. Back. Go. Go. Here we go. Now center and move. Come on. Bounce. Work. Now I'm really in it. Now you're really in it here, okay? Now you really got to see it. In it, I'm still working. Push. You still got to contract that core. Push. Go. Come on. 4 more. 4. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Push it up. Go. Pull. Take it up high here. Work. Go back down low. In. Take it up high here. Now you feel it. Do you feel it, y'all? Work. Up high. Yes. Just move. Now you're dancing. Come on. Now you got everything. Go low. Come on. Push. it up high, look. I'm in, go up, push, take it up high, look. I'm squeezing, do it again, push. You want flavor, go, push, come back right here, did it, right here, here we go. Basic bounce center, push. How you feeling? You got it? Now, keep it here, tighten, don't stop. Keep breathing, open up the teeth right here, come on, push. Now, we're about to work really good. Hands on your hips. We're going to work these obliques and hip flexors. Ready? Alternate right and left knee up. So up, up, up. So now what I'm doing, a lot of times you start to work your abs, and what really starts to give you a weakness is your hip flexors. It's the part right here that creates that little beat that some of us have. But we're going to work through that because we're going to use our core. Add your arms in. Push. Now, as your arms come in, even though you're lifting your knee and your hip flexors are working, it's really important for you to what? Start to tuck it and tighten it all the way through it, okay? So here we go. Now we're going to start to break it to get a little better intense here. 2 and 2. So you got 2 right, other side. You got 2, and push now. Dig. And once you start to feel it, you can fuck it out. You can hit it, push. You can do it hard, or you can just come through. You can do it, okay? You can go simple, or you can make it work. Give me 4, 4, and 3, and 2. Other side, right here. Let's go. 4, and 3, and 2. One more time like that. Each side for 4, and work. Go. Other side, come on. 4, and 3. Look. Give me 8. Each side, 8 right, 8 6. I'm moving, I'm still tightening up. Come on, you got it, you're good. Work it up, come on, hit. Other side, now look, in. So I'm coming up, everything's lifting. Push through, work. Go, give me 4 each side. Go, 4, and 3, and 2. Keep digging, come on, lift and tighten. Go, come on, hit. Other side again. Feel me? Do you want me? Oops. Give me 2 and 2. Right here. You come on there if you want to. Other side. Come on. 2 and 2. Let's get out. Come on. 2 and 2 and 2. Now if you want to, you can hit it like this. You can hit it. Boom. If you know it, it's not here. See? I got 2 sides of me. Boom. And boom. Then I got boom. Give me single, y'all. Hit. And work. Now just tighten it up. Squeeze. Push. Standing abs, y'all. This is the best thing you've ever had in your life. You're going to have the most amazing six-pack. Do it every day. Come on. Keep moving. And push. And watch it right and left. Right here. Oh, yeah. You got that absolute engagement thing going on. So, you know what? We just need to continue and graduate if you want to. Or just have the gloves like me. And if you don't want weight, we got time right here. You don't need weight. You can still get that absolute engagement. But come with me if you're ready. Here we go. Now, I need you to plant your feet nice and wide. Now, what we need to do here, every time you do this, you got to really start to feel the core work. See? Exhale, and tighten through. Exhale again, tighten through. Come on. Absolute engagement right here, full in effect. Now, here we go. Lift the weight up. We're going to start to twist. Take your right arm, pull it over. Look. Pull and center. You got it. Pull and center, okay? Tilt the shoulders over here and tilt. Now start to tuck the hips under. Tuck it under and push. And tuck it under and push. Your core is just working. You're working, y'all. Hit. Now add your heel, y'all. Look, look. Add your heel. Makes it a little more funky. Hits up. Are y'all making it funky? Push. Are you doing it? Come on, go. In and back now. In. Pull and exhale. Feel it work, feel it work. Ready? Let's go simple with this. Let's rock it out. Rock it out. I said rock it out. Push it out. Now listen, tell me you feel it. Feel it. Say feel it, y'all. Feel it. Now every time you say feel it, you know you're contracting. And you're hitting it. And you're going for it. Absolute engagement. Go forward. And 3. Come on. Now, give me 2 and 2 right here. Come on. You got 2 and 2 other side. 2 and now feel it work. I said go, y'all. Go, y'all. Hit it, y'all. Come on, do it again. Get in. Remember that heel coming up? Hip is coming under. I said front arm and head. You know what? Make a little more. Give me 4 right here. Go 4 in, 3 in, 2 in. Other side. Come on. 4 in. other side, come on. 2, do it again, you got it? Come on, tilt, tuck, tighten, and breathe. Push it through, short tears here to help you out, y'all. Other side, push. Now listen here, come on, push. Other side, now we're gonna go back to singing, really get in, look. Push it in, work it through. Come on, find the groove, you can groove, push. And work, come on, you got it. Dig out. That's 8 and 7 and 6. Do you feel it? Come on, you gotta tighten up. Come on. Ankle right here. Look. Take a little rest. Ah, yeah. How y'all doing? Oh, yeah. Look, I'm coming back here with you. They're crazy. I need to get with you, and we need to work it out. Now, take a good point. Feel good. Remember that engagement? Now take the weight, lift it overhead. Come on, here we go. Go to your right and hold. Hold. Other side, right here. Hold. And do it again. Okay, hold. You gotta squeeze the core. Push. 4 more. Come on. 4. Other side. And 3. And now, come on. Push. Now we're gonna stick the tuck the hips under. Give me 2 each side. Look. 2. Other side. Now I'm just gonna show you how this is working here. Really in effect. Push. Push. Come on. In. And big. Come on. You got it. Push. Your hips are lifting. Shoulders over. Working out oblique. Nice and strong. Core all the way around. Ready? You got it. Now here we go. Back to single. And push. Come on. Push. And tighten it. Come on. Push. You can always put your hand there. Make sure you're working. Exhale. Come on. Go 8. And 7, come on, and 6. Now you got 4 more of these. You're going to do a big circle where you tuck and tilt all the way through. Ready? Circle out, let's go. Circle down, come up right here. Circle down, and do it again. Ah, work. Yeah, I gotta throw in my hair. Ah, work. But in this case, I'm throwing my sweat because I'm working hard. Push in. Standing abs is the only way, y'all. It's the only way. Here we go. Ready? Pump through, right here. Press. And press. Now, come on, work. Come on, Tori. How you feeling? Push in. I got it here. She's in. She's working. Let's feel these here. Boom. Yes. Work. Get it all good. They're working. You got it. Come on. 4 and 3. You got it. Now, bring it down slow. Really slow. Move. Keep it tight. Yeah. Okay. Now, this is time. You got to drink the water, but I still want you to keep it tight. Next time, all the way until we're finished, you gotta do it tight. You're doing a great job. Push it in, okay? Now remember to get busy. Remember to get busy. You know to get busy. Bring your arms here, squeeze it tight. Right arm goes back. I said back and back. Now forward and up. Big squeeze right here. I say, yeah. Right, left. Come on. Now groove. Now this time I'm just gonna show you. Look. Big squeeze, y'all. Boom. I don't think it's pain. I think it feels good, but I know I'm working my ass, y'all. Push and in. Big squeeze. Ready? Other side. Good. Do it slow. One more time. Come on. Push and push. Come down. Hit. Big squeeze, y'all. Now we can funk it out. Ready? Go tempo. Work it out. Come on, y'all. Work. Give the squeeze. Right, left. Again. Come on. Dig. Big squeeze, y'all. Woo! Come on. Now, when I say absolute engagement, this is exactly what I'm talking about. And do it again. I say, yeah. And 1. Hey. You know what? You need to keep on going. Work. Now you got it. Now you can dig in. I say dig in because I got to dig, and squeeze. And oblique work. Go. Push. Come on. Hit one last big one, y'all. Come on. Tighten, absolute engagement. And march it out. Come on. All right, now let's go grab your mat. Take some more ab work. All right, let's continue with some fun ab moves. You know what? We are down, but my energy is still up high, up there. Now look, remember the secret of flat abs. You waiting for it. Let's go there. Grab your ankles and roll back. Pull the arms in. Tuck the hips under, twist it out, front and back. Look, front and back with the twist. Lift the hips up high, y'all. Come on, dig through and work it out. You got it? Are you with me, y'all? Come on, go. And push. Give me 4 more. You got it. 4 and 3. You know what? Let's pump the front. Come just pulsing through. I'm digging through. I'm working for you. But you know what? You gotta work yourself too, because I'm not there to feel those abs and make sure they're working. But come on. You gotta lift it. You're doing good. You're working through. 4 more. That's it. 4 and 3 and 2. How about we go to the other side? You ready? Let's go. Push in. And work, y'all. Come on, y'all. Lift it. Come on, lift. Feel that burn. That burn feels so amazing. I always say, once the burn is complete, don't let it go away. You want it because you know everything is working. Go 4 and 3. You know what? We need a little rest. From center and lift it up. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm always dancing. So you know what? If you do this video more and more, I just want you to dance with me and throw it back like this. Now look. I'm going to go over here to Miss Jamie, and Jamie's going to help us out. We're going to start this leg. You're going to bring your arms up, and when your knee comes in, the arms will go down, okay? In and down. Good. In and down. Her back is nice and still. Just that knee is moving up, and she's lifting up the hips in here. Come on. You got it. Do you feel it, Jamie? Oh, yeah. She's working, and you too. You got it. Come on. Push. You know what? How about we go to the other side here? Come on. Push. Now, feel it working. Lift the hips. Good. Are you breathing, Jamie? And then exhale. And every time that knee comes in, push it out. You got it. Go 4 more and work it out. 3 more and work it out. We got 2 more. Rest it out right here. Just rest. Yeah. And move. Come on. Come on. And push. Now, we got one more thing. It's called the bow down. It's amazing to me. It is absolutely amazing because it works my ass. That's how I got my 6-pack. You ready? Come on. Take it back into the C-sit. Ready? Bring it up right here. Look. 4. In and back. And exhale. Now as that knee comes in, you want to pull the hip up and work through. And pull. Come on. 4 more. Go 4. You got it. Lift it up. Are you good? Come on. Dig. And back. Come on. You know what? Rest it out right here. Come on. Rest. Burn. How you guys doing? Come on. Burn. Push. Look. We only got it to the other side. And then we're done. We're going to stretch. It's going to be good. But let's get this last burn in here. You know why? Because I want you to be stronger and stronger every single day. That's how I do. Here we go. Ready? Let's go. Pull it in. In and back, y'all. In and back. Come on. Pull it in and back. Guess what? You only got 4 more. Burn it out. Come on. Feel good. You got it. Work it out, y'all. Come on. Dig. Now 1 more. Ah. Release it up. Woo! That feels so good to me. You know what? How about we straighten out those legs? Let's start to stretch the hamstring. And you're going to stretch your lower back. Because, you know what? As you work your core, your whole back is engaged. It's called absolute engagement. Get into that one. Take a deep breath in. Exhale down. Touch your toes if you can. Now tie your thumb out of time, please.
Yeah, I'd rather do it this way.
No. You're watching us, and you got to go for it. Now listen. Bring your hands here if you're not as flexible, but to your knees, or to your calves. I'm really going to take it to my toes so I can just move through. Keep it tight. Inhale up, lift. Exhale down. As your hands come down, roll it back through and pull. Yeah, that feels good. Keep it rounded. Bring the knee in. Bring your knee in closer to me. Pull it in. Now keep the whole back flat on the foot. It's really important, okay? Pull it in right here. Ready? Let's switch it to the other side. And go. Pull it in right here. Lift. And dig. You got it. 4 and 3. Rock it out.
That's a much better hamstring stretch than the ones when you sit down. It also stretches the lower back very nicely as well. The only other one he was doing was a glute stretch, but the way he does it doesn't really stretch the glute. At least not for somebody that's semi-flexible. Just pulling this up like this doesn't really... Yeah, I see people do it, but I've never felt anything from that in particular, so whatever. Sweaty shirt's gonna do me I accidentally took these upstairs, almost left with them last night when I went out. I need these other ones because I don't know what it is. That blue light filter kind of works as a it's a bit of a sunglass. Honestly, it blocks some of that extra, little bit of that extra light in, and the blue light filter maybe helps it as well. But I can't see the text on my phone while driving with the regular sunglasses on. I could make this text bigger. That works for every app except for Grubhub, which then again Grubhub doesn't go off as much as the other ones. Honestly, it's Uber, it's DoorDash, Grubhub, Uber Eats. Yeah. So, all right. Anyway, I'm not gonna sit here and talk for another 20 minutes. Let's just get this going. I didn't start the music. Please don't stop the music. Shuffle. See, that's why you get a phone, so I don't fuck with that every month or forget something. Alright, so I put the fucking mat away because I'm stupid. Alright, so yeah. Am I in frame on all these? I think pretty much. Just to make sure. Alright. So I don't need my handy dandy wall clock anymore. That. See, if I would have thought about having the extra phone in the first place, I could just use my phone for the timer. But then again, these were just $6 for two of them. So. I don't know where to put them. That one I'm going to need for the side plank. Anyway. If I start them for 15 seconds longer, that'll cover my in-between time. So, yeah. I think that'll work. So that one can go there in the middle. Something like that. Alright. So, first set planks, no weight, 1 minute 15. $60 seconds for the side planks. Yeah, I think that 15-second start time, grace period, helps me get settled first. 'Cause that's what I was doing anyway. Alright. Side planks, no weight, 60 seconds. First set. Alright, Mason twist. We did 3 pounds the first set, 3 pounds the second set. Keep it at 3 pounds this time. I wrote something down wrong. Realized in my other videos I wasn't twisting enough. I was just kind of doing this. So I figured I put more effort into making sure I do more twist in the abs, the obliques, because that's what it's supposed to be working. The funny thing was, to be honest with you, I was watching an Athlete X video about why you can't get rid of the fat in the love handles, which 99% of it was like just eating right. It's really eating right and doing cardio and doing things to lose the fat. That's all it is. Fat loss is fat loss. But I think part of that work, or might have been another one about ab workouts. Or oblique workouts or something. Yeah, it was oblique workouts. I mentioned that one. I think it's because how your obliques why your obliques won't grow. He did that one and he kind of pointed out, if you're not twisting properly, just going through the motions, kind of mimicking a twist, it's not going to do any good. You got to actually twist. So I was very conscious about what I was doing there, which is a lot more work. First set, 3 pounds, 30 reps. We'll keep that with the 3 for next time. For the next set. Alright, back to plank. Did I forget to mention that we do plank, we do ab work and superset form? I mean, I've been doing that for like 4 weeks now, so. Right there is perfect. Alright, second set, 115 or 75 seconds, and keep that the same for next time. I wonder, oh, I can see that much better now. The way the light hits the LCD display. toothache. Seems to be up here. Why did I hit myself in the jaw somehow at some point? I think I remember that. Alright, second set, 60 seconds. Keep that the same. Basic twist. Fuzzies. Definitely got me the vacuum down here. Let's just get these damn fuzzies. Okay. And we start with the right side, because that's what I do. First one I go this way. Second one I go this way. Just nice. You know, doing that day after leg deadlifts, I don't recommend that. Okay, second set, 3 pounds, 30 reps. It's going to stay the same. And I don't care. I forgot about that. The magnets. They make it sit where I want to. There's only one of them. Forgot about the magnet in the back. See that there? Stupid twitch thing fell off. That was that noise. I really gotta find my super glue. It's either in that bag, that box over there. I know you can't see it, but little basket thing right there. You can't see it. There. That was in my bends that I had to clean out. But I know I had it in my truck because I super glued my phone mounts to my dashboard because the sticky pad kept getting unstuck. No, I can't do it there watching anyway. Alright, on the back, behind the neck, lat pull downs. So it's back here, not here. 65 pounds in the first set, 70 on the second set last week, and most definitely slash staying 70. So 225s and 210s. Okay, and again, I will stress you want to keep your back straight and your head tilted forward. Don't like hunch your back over to get these done. Don't like lean forward either, so it's just gonna fuck your elbows or your shoulders up. So make sure you're situated straight underneath it, straight back, and just the head down, not like that. Just tilt your head forward so you don't hit the back of it. Alright, first set 70 pounds, 15 reps, we'll go up to 75. Here. I didn't do deadlifts yesterday. I did deadlifts on Tuesday. Today's Friday. You know what? I just edited. I was editing my highlight reel yesterday for this week. The one I'll post Sunday or Monday. And I just did Tuesday's part. So I saw myself doing deadlifts in the video. So I'm like, I did deadlifts yesterday. I watched myself do deadlifts yesterday. Okay, anyway. Yeah, up until about 10 or 11, I was like, yeah, we'll take it up to 80 next week. And I hit about 12, 13. I was just like, yeah, I can barely get it to my neck. I think I missed by like that much on the 12. But the other 3 were fine. Alright, 75, 15 reps. We will keep that at 75 next week. Seated rows. We did 75 on the first set. What I have on there now. 80 on the second set. We are going up to 85. We need an additional 10 pounds on that. Right? I have 75 on there now. 25, 50, 60, 70, 30, so I just have to put 2 5 on there. Alright, 25, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 82 and a half, 85. Again, I want to stretch, want to keep your back as straight as possible on this exercise. You not want to be pulling like this. Here. Straightening, not. Makes sense? Hope it makes sense. For you hurt yourself. Alright, first set, 85 pounds. Still saying reconnecting the chat. Might have been because I tried to log in on the other tablet. I'm so mad that none of those tablets work with TikTok or Instagram. They like TikTok. You'd think one of them would. Maybe I try installing TikTok Lite. Can you go live on TikTok? Nobody's here. All right, first set, 85 pounds, 15 reps. We're going to 85. Going to 90. I want to use the rusty ones unless I have to. Could just put those 2 5s on there. But these are the just in case I need them ones. Like when this gets to 100, I'll need to use those 20, those other 25s. Or I can put 250s on. I think the 50s might be too big for this. Even if I pull it out from the wall. I don't know, I think I did test it though, when my son was over here to put it together. I think I tested to see if it would fit on there. But I'm not worried about it right now because we're not there yet. Like I said, you can always just use the 425s. Then I have to pull that one over here every time too. Oh, yeah. Doesn't matter at this point. At this point we're only at 90. We're still gotta go through 95. I gotta get that together. I'd probably still pull it out from the wall just a tad bit, even though it's still not going to hit it. It just goes through. But it does tend to wobble back and forth a little bit, so maybe just pull it out a tad bit if I start using those big ones. Kind of want to get 2 more big ones. To have 2 over here and 2 over there. Then again, the weights that I have will only hold 300 pounds. Then again, that would still be fun. That would be 200 plus 4 of those would be 300. Yeah, that would work. But anyway, wasting time. Alright, second set, 90 pounds. Alright, so that was 90 pounds, 15 reps. We'll go up to 95. Next. Again, I'm liking this. I'm doing weight I would normally do with 3 sets of 10 and 2 sets of 15. I know it's not a huge difference, but it's a difference. So I'm happy. Let's strip these weights and we'll do the supported row. Bench out too. My fingers. Need a weight tree. Need a weight tree. Fuzzy or something, like a cobweb came down on my leg. I'm in the basement, so cobwebs. Okay. Alright, then we need a bench for this and all the exercises from here on out we need a bench. Yeah. Alright, so supported rows. You can do it leaning over a bench, or you can do it bent over, also called a bent over row. It's basically like more of an extreme version of starting a lawnmower. But you're not going out this way. But same motion. Or if you have a cable machine that you can use, like I kind of wish I didn't talk myself out of buying the $350 one versus the $250 one, the one that I wanted. It had a back pad here and it had a cable, third cable that came through here. Then again, I'm like, what am I going to use that for? But you could use it. These, you could do those face pulls with it there. I should have spent the extra $100 and got it. Now that I'm thinking ahead. But I'm like, I went through my entire workout, I'm like, I really don't need that extra cable. Why would I pay the extra $100 for that cable and just to have a back pad there? And then it ended up being that I didn't even need the back pad because I can't do the cable pullovers with my back against that anyway. It rubs the shit out of the cable. And since I can't do it that way, I decided to use that the resistance machine again for those cable pullovers anyway. So, but however, now that I'm thinking ahead for like next year after this routine's over, I was thinking about changing up the exercises for the next routine, some of them, and then that face pull, is a good exercise to do. It's the same thing, basically the same thing as a rear shoulder fly, depending on how you have your hands. You can do these, you cable flies with it that way. So there's a lot of extra things I could have done with that other machine. But then again, by the time next year, I could probably just afford to buy another machine as well, and then have another one for no reason. Where I can just do different exercises to do the thing. Anyway, supported rows. 25 pounds on the first set, 25 pounds on the second set. We're doing 25 pounds again. Now this one, on Tuesday, when we do the tricep kickbacks and the straight arm rear arm raises, I recommend you having your leg like this. You can swing past easier. This will work too, but now you're out here and you got more room to play, and it's like this one. So here for those, and here is a counterbalance for this one. And then also, I also want to make sure, remind you, you want your back straight. Just drop your shoulder. You don't want to be here, or you're going to be twisting your obliques. That's not the exercise. Here, you're just working your shoulder and your tricep. Just like here, you're going to start to pull with your back. Relax here. So. That's the problem. Okay, so first set 25 pounds, 15 reps. I'm going to go up to 27 and a half. Because I do have those made, I'm going to use those. It's not going to... The only time I'm iffy on these bars, using these ones, is when these are going to be an annoyance or a problem. So, again, on my twisting dumbbell curls that I do. I mean, it's not doing it now, but you can see the potential of it getting stuck. Yeah, I had to move it, but it's very, very easy for it to get stuck in my pocket. You know, or caught on my shirt, or skull crushers in my head. With that end of it, hit my head with the dumbbell in the first place. I use it for my military press, at the same time, the bar's like right here, and it's kind of with heavier weights. It's like. Other than that, I use the 2-pound ankle wrist weights. Just put on my hands. Which you've seen me do if you watch. Then again, those are what I was using for all these same exercises beforehand. And now I'm like, yeah, I don't want to use them. But now I'm working out harder though I'm only doing 2 of 15, I'm working out harder than I usually did before, which might also be the problem. This is why I never really got in shape. I mean, the real problem is I'm lazy and I like McDonald's. Big bowls of ice cream. But who doesn't? And I have to walk around this because I'm anal OCD, whatever. Just to do that, I had to walk around it. It doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel right. I don't do it that way. Okay, second set, 27. This is a 10 pound with 20, 2 2.5. It's an extra 5, 25. The bar weighs approximately, with the locks, weighs approximately 2.5 pounds. So, look at the 27.5-ish. Between 27 and 28, that's all that matters. It's a halfway point in between 25 and 30. You know, I was thinking about, I could probably make a 32 and a half. To have 2 more 10s, rusty 10s, 2 5s, that would make 30, right? 10, 20, 25, 30. But I don't have any more 2.5 pound bars. I just have the empty, like, couple ounce bars. So that wouldn't work. Then again, I would only have 1. But I do have these 2 15-pound sand weights. Maybe they feel kind of goofy. You know it's the right weight. You feel kind of goofy lifting one that's one way, one that's the other way. A whole bunch of sand weights back there too. Those off-pound ones, those 14.3 pounders or things like that. I think because they're going by like kilograms or something on those ones. But anyway. So yeah, if I had another full set of that, 2 more 10s and 2 more 5s, I wouldn't care. I would make those. But anyway, I think after 30, for the most part, well, then again, I'm doing a shoulder shrug for 37. I'm talking too much. I'm thinking too much during my workout instead of afterwards, contemplating. Again, the only exercise I have an issue with not being able to add the 2 pounds of the wrist straps is the inward forearm curls. So that one exercise, if I needed to go to 32.5, I could just make these 2 27.5s heavier. and then I could use the wrist straps for the other ones. Because again, like I said, the only ones that matter are the forearm curls. And that's it. Every other one I can use those straps. Because the straps have thumb holes and they'll stay exactly where they're supposed to be for any of those exercises. So it'll add the extra 2 pounds. And again, since that's where I'm turning my wrist, those straps don't move. Alright, anyway, 27 and a half, 15, and we will go up to 30 on that next week. Alright, on to biceps. Speaking of incline bicep curls, that's what we're doing next. And we're doing 22 instead of 22 and a half. I'm not using those bars because I don't want them to get stuck in my pockets or anything like that. Or even like stab me in the leg with too quick of a turn or something. Like hit the back of my leg would be annoying too. So we'll be using the wrist straps on the 22. So anyway, incline bicep curls. 20 on the first set last week, 22 on the second set. We're keeping it at 22. Turn to the bench here so you can watch me. Watch my fat stomach jiggle around while I do this. That's pretty much all that you see. Again, on this one, on this incline, you want to be at a 60-degree angle, roughly, whatever the hell this is. Or a 45. Anything lower, your arms are too far back, and you're going to probably strain your shoulders and elbows and shit. For incline bench presses, you want to be the opposite. You want to be here or here. Not there. That's too much. That's too close to a military press. It's be beneficial for you. So I do 45 degrees on both my incline exercises. My incline press and my incline flies. That's how I do them. Alright, so we add 2 pounds to the wrists. Good. Make sure the sand is even in there. Alright, so 2-pound wrist weights, 20-pound weights, 22 pounds. Don't let anybody make fun of you for doing what you have to do. I have to wear wrist weights to go in between because the 20 is not quite enough, but the 25 is, I can't get all 15 out. Then I will do this. I will do what I have to make sure that I increase my weight and still get my best proper form as I can do. So do what you have to do. Don't be afraid to wear wrist weights, ankle weights. Don't be afraid to use the pink weights. Don't be afraid to use 2.5 pounds on an empty bar. Don't be afraid to use an empty bar. And if someone makes fun of you for it, fuck them. Kick them in the ass. Kick them in the balls. Whatever it is. If they film you while doing it, oh, you have every right to fuck them up. Just say it. I'm not trying to incite anything. I'm not telling you to actually go do that stuff, just so you know. Just say it. Mentally. You do it mentally in your head. It'll feel better. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, nobody has a right to film you and publish it on anything. I'm just so you know. If you are in a public space, like a legit public space, like a park or on the street, and you get in their shot, then yeah, they can film you because you have no sensible right of privacy when you are out in public. So yeah, you can be filmed, but you shouldn't be filmed directly. However, without their permission, or your permission, nobody has a right to post it. You can be filmed because, again, you're in public, but they don't have a right to post it. And just so you know, a gym, a shopping center, McDonald's, anything that is a privately owned company open to the public is not a public space. It is a private company, and they can't film, they do not have a legal standing to film you inside that building. It is not a public space. It is a space that is open to the public. There is a difference between the two. Okay? Public space is outside on the street corner. A space open to the public is inside a store. Or like the gym that you pay a membership to, where your privacy is supposed to be respected. So people filming you in the gym, you can sue them. Just saying. You shouldn't be filming anybody in the gym other than yourself, if that's allowed. And if somebody walks in your way, tough shit. Deal with it. Because again, it's a space open to the public. It's not your space. And you're filming in their space. Other people have the right to walk in your frame. Anyway, I don't know why I'm going on such long rants today. Alright, so I do a twist on these about halfway up, and they go straight from there. So start off as a hammer basically, twist into regular curl, there's no extra twist to it. It's straight up, we're not swinging our arms back and forth. Alright, and that's it. Just like that. Oh, again, you can do these like this, alternating, or single arm or double arm, by the way. Whatever you prefer. I like doing this way because it helps stop the extra swing. That's another one up until about 12. I was like, yeah, I could probably go ahead and bump that up to the next weight. And then as soon as I hit that 13, I'm like, nope. Got that last one. I'm like, no. See, like it's like going away. when I'm actually lifting the weights. It's like, you know, I did a little bit of calculation, just kind of based off what I did before the first time. I noticed that I was most of the time I was 3/4 of an inch lost every week 8 years ago. Sometimes a half inch. I think once I got an inch out of it, maybe like the first week. Majority was 3/4. Some was 0.5 or half inch. I think once. Just rare, just like the 1 inch, like I got 1/4 of an inch. So I figured on average I probably lost 1/4 of an inch more per week 8 years ago from doing all the extra, you know, cardio. The thing about it, I was doing extra 3 to 6 extra cardios a night. Like I would do my workout down here in the morning. I would come home from work and I would do a cardio anywhere from 2 to 6 times a week, depending on how late it was, and how tired I was. But I usually probably average 3 or 4 a week. Did this one play already? Yeah, I think that played already. Then again, I only have like 20-some songs on here, so they're gonna repeat. But especially as much as I've been sitting around talking. And I was doing 6 exercises per body part a day. And I believe I was doing abs, back, and legs on Wednesday. Then I was doing chest and shoulders on Monday. Biceps and triceps on Tuesdays. That's the routine I was doing. But I was doing all 6 of my exercises per body group, whatever came out to be, 6, 7, whatever. And I was only averaging about an extra 1/4 of an inch a week, okay, versus what I'm doing now. And I'm not more active during the day than I was before. Because I believe when I started doing that, I was still walking door to door for the most part. At least half the day. So I'm doing a little more than I'm doing now, movement afterwards. However, though, I did calculate it at that extra 1/4 of an inch. I went from 46.25 when I started this, 46.5 so far as of last week, as of this last Sunday. An extra 1/4 of an inch would be 2 1/4 more inches. So that would have put me down to 40.25. I swear to God I'm seeing something moving in the background. Like when I look away, I just move my eyes. I'm not moving my body at all. I look through a different camera. When I jump back over, I swear something was moving. And I'm not talking about TikTok with all the splashing and shit. I'm talking about Twitch where there's nothing going on. Instagram and my camcorder over there. Where it's probably just like my peripheral blind spot or something, seeing something like that. Or it could be the fact that when I have the other phone set on top there and the shiny bottom surface, and when I move it reflects off everything else in front of it. So yeah, I would be down to 40.25 right now as opposed to 42.5, and I would average an extra 1/4 of an inch. So over the long run, yeah, it's a lot more. But you know, think about it, that's only an extra quarter of an inch a week, but it adds up. But that would require a lot more fucking work just to get that extra quarter of an inch. That's going to go away eventually anyway. And then I would be on like this kick of getting like done so fast and so hard that when I finally settle back into a normal routine, that it's not going to be as normal and shit's going to start coming back on because I'm not going as hard as I was before. So that's why I wanted to do a regular routine. I do not want to bulk and cut, even though my program is kind of building up from the cutting phase to the bulking phase, but it's not. I'm not going to sit there and eat like 5,000 calories a day to bulk. You know, go hard. You know, I'm just going to build myself up and keep trying to keep it trim at the same time. Because again, I'm not trying to be huge. I'm not trying to be the Hulk. So. Alright, so 22 pounds, 15 reps. And since I sat for 20 minutes, I'm exaggerating. Feels like it. I just sat for like a good 5-6 minutes. I'm going to go up to 25. Because that's too much of a rest time and my arm should be able to do it now. And most likely I'll be done it for next week anyway. So we're going to do that. We'll go to 25. I'm punishing myself. And if this doesn't work, I can just drop back down to 22. Is this going to be the highest barbell? Bicep? Bicep. I saw a video, there we go again. I saw a video yesterday on TikTok on how the dumbbell got its name. Basically, they had these like dummy bells for church bell ringers to practice on because they were hard to do or something. That way they weren't like ringing the bells all the time. So they called them dumbbells because they were. Remember, the word dumb didn't originally mean stupid. But because people thought people who couldn't talk, who were dumb, deaf and dumb, that's why that's a term, deaf and dumb. Dumb means silence, to be quiet. Like Archie Bunker always said, dummy up. When someone was talking, dummy up. Not telling them to be stupid and act like you don't know anything. No, it means shut up. Be quiet. That's what dummy up means. So anyway, they were called dumb bells because they were silent bells that they could practice ringing. And to make the long story short, when they came out with dumbbells, they looked very similar to those dumbbell handles. And also to the, I guess, they don't know for sure. They don't know 100% for sure, but they looked like the ringer thing in the belt. But if you look at the picture the guy showed of the dumbbell machine contraption, it looked like a longer version. It basically looked like a barbell from like the early times. You see, you know, it's a long bar with the big round balls at the end. You know, they all weigh a certain weight. They're all like they're round. You see in the cartoons, you know, like Bugs Bunny, old Bugs Bunny cartoons and stuff like that, but smaller. So, yeah, that's why they're called dumbbells. Because of the church practice bells. Alright. You know, I think next week I'm going to come down here to put the tape in my mouth. So I shut the fuck up the whole time. So I dummy up. But yeah, dumb didn't originally mean stupid. It just meant you couldn't speak. But because people who think because people are stupid, and they think people who can't speak are stupid just because they can't speak. It became, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Because people wouldn't talk. People wouldn't talk when they asked a question. What, are you dumb? So it became that same thing like Nimrod. Nimrod was a great puncher. It wasn't until Bugs Bunny made fun of Elmer Fudd by sarcastically calling him Nimrod that Nimrod became associated with a dumb person, a stupid person. The more you know. I got a plethora of useless knowledge. Alright, anyway, second set, 25 pounds, I'm going to fuck up my elbow, I guarantee it. Do that. I think I'm on 7. 7. 8. That was either 14, 15, or 16. I don't know. I like zoned out the first time. Then I realized I said like 5. I remember when I was catching myself, I said 5, then I said 5. Which would have been right because I started with this one. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. So I said that's 6, right? So I think I'm correct. Thinking, nobody saw me, they can't tell me. Nobody would tell me anyway. Every time I ask a question when somebody's in here, nobody talks to me. Alright, second set, 25 pounds, 15 reps. We will keep that at 25 pounds next week because I don't want to fuck up my elbow, and I'm actually surprised I didn't on that one. Alright, next up we are doing single arm concentration curls. Last week we did drop the pen all the time. Last week we did 15 pounds on the first set, 15 on the second. We're keeping it at 15. So I just gotta do a little minor change here. Bring that back that way. Last bench. You know, if I would do this first, I wouldn't have to move this until afterwards. Like, I'm concerned about saving time. Sat there and told the whole story about how dumbbells are named. are telling you about filming. Alright, 15 pounds, a single arm exercise. Just need one of these guys. This is because I'm short. So you just rest your elbow right against your thigh there and try your best to keep it as still as possible. Your leg's going to move a bit, and that's fine. You just want to make sure that try your best to isolate the arm. And that's all that matters. You try your best. You tried your best, Jimmy. Makes it harder when you don't move your arm. Oh, I'm getting so hungry now. I probably would have eaten by now if I would have shut my fucking mouth. Just saying. Okay, definitely judging off that last couple right there. Keep it the same. Alright, so 15 on the first set. We're doing 15 this whole fucking time. First week we did 10 and 12. Second week we did 15, 15. Last week we did 15, 15. We're still doing 15. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna go up to 17 and a half. I think I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. I'm a little train that could. Such a dork. It's probably a bad idea. Oh, let's get a break here. Motherfucker. Oh, this must be worse. This must be worse. Okay. Okay. I didn't think I was going to get past like 7 or 8 on them. Alright, second set, 17.5, 15 pounds. We will keep that the same for next week. Next week, this should get a bit easier. Should be. See, now I gotta turn the bench again. So let's get this set up first. Again, I have like a complete setup here with the bar and everything. I like using it. But if you don't have that, obviously a barbell or dumbbells work just fine. Straight bar, easy bar, doesn't matter. Only thing is with this bench, I don't have a place to set the bar. There's no like holder for the bar or something like over here or something. Okay, there we go. Alright, so preacher curls. We did 40 pounds last week on the first set, 40 on the second, and we're keeping it at 40. So 25 to 10 and 5. Right? 25, 35, 40. And bleed after jumping up those, or bumping up those last 2 bicep exercises. Bicep exercises. Yeah, I said that right. And the feeling, this one will probably stay the same. For both sets of this. 40 pounds. 25, 35, 40. Alright. First set, 40 pounds. Mustache hairs, got a couple of grow crookedly upward on these things. Oh my nose. Alright, first set, 40 pounds, 15 reps. I think I could go to 45. Probably because I accidentally did that mid-set mini break into my nose. And those last couple were like, okay. So I think I hit a point where I'm like, but let's give it a shot. Worked out in the last 2. Alright, 25, 35. Okay, second set, 45. I'm a crazy man today. I'm crazy. It's crazy. Crazy. Motherfucker. Okay. Again, well, mini breaks don't hurt anything. Like I said, you're doing alternating. Give yourself a mini break anyway. On the other arm, you still count that as that set. So if you're doing double arm or single arm, you can still take your mini break. There's nothing wrong with that. A couple seconds, max of like 10 seconds. It's my mantra. I have mantras that aren't really mantras. I say that every time. Mini breaks are okay as long as they are roughly about 5 seconds. 3 to 5 seconds. Just alright, and then go. That's a good mini break. If you need a little extra, 5 more seconds, take it. It's fine. If you're lifting really heavy weights, 15 seconds or so, sure. So 45 pounds, 15 reps. We're going to keep it the same for next week, and then we are on motherfucker. Stupid fucking motherfucker. I need to rip that time. Cheap ass shit. I just need Instagram to follow, and we completed the trifecta. Okay. Alright. I only had one exercise left, and I had to fucking fall. Fucking bitch. Anyway, reverse curls. We did 30 pounds in the first set last week, 30 pounds in the second set. We are keeping it at 30 pounds. So I need to take off the 210, throw a 5 on there. Alright, 45 to 30. There we go. The only difference is we're switching our hands from here to here. Again, you can use barbell, you can stand up and do this if you want to. Up to you. I got the setup for it, I'm utilizing it. Alright, first set, 30 pounds. feels weird. Like I feel like I can do more, but I feel like based off the last 3 exercises, well, technically the last one, but there's only 5. It was 5 pounds, 2.5 per side. It might be a little on the heavier side. I think you're just throwing a 2.5-er on there. Alright, first set, 30 pounds, 15 reps. I'm gonna throw the 5 on there. I'm gonna make it 35. I'm gonna make it 35. I'm feeling bold today. Today's a weight increase day. Not always for next week, but not including the abs there. Went from 70 to 75 on the behind the neck, 85 to 90 on the seated row, 25 to 27.5 in supported rows, 22 to 25, 15 to 17.5, 40 to 45. This would complete it if I do it that way. So the only thing I didn't increase was the plank times or plank weights or the Mason twist weights. However, I started doing Mason twist properly. If I didn't do it properly, I probably would have increased the weight. Or if I did it properly the week before, or the weeks before, I probably would have increased the weights already. Okay, last exercise, last set, reverse curls, 35. More than I thought I could. Like it now. Alright, second set. 35 pounds, 15 reps, and we'll keep that the same. We're done. Turn that off. Anyway, I think that was a pretty good workout, even though I kept stopping and talking too much. I really, really have to stop saying this and just actually do it and get my ass down here by 9 o'clock for the next couple weeks, because I want to start coming down here at 8:30 when we start at 3 to 10. I want to start coming down here at 8. We'll start at 5 to 6. I think that should be good for both supersets. When we do the 6 of 5 and a 10 of 3, and then we do the reverse pyramid, I think that should be fine. Should be able to get those done in 2.5, maybe 3 hours. If I start packing my fucking lunches and shit.
night, all I have to do is make some breakfast and take a shower. And just throw all this shit in the lunchbox, so I'm not eating garbage or spending $15 on fucking something healthy while I'm out. That's roughly what it costs. It costs somewhere between $10 to $15 for something healthy, but it's probably going to cost me $10 to $15 for something healthy here, plus snacks and drinks and things like that all together. Probably cost me $15 total versus $15 just for the fucking like steak and wrap or something. Wrap and salad and power bowl, whatever the fuck you want to call those things. So yeah, I went up on everything. Looks like everything else is going to stay the same. Other than the seated row and the supported row are going to go up next week. Everything else is going to stay the same. And that's fine. Everything else went up. Everything went up today, except for the ab work, and I wasn't expecting that to go up anyway. And I'm fine with that because we changed. We're doing it differently than the rest of the workout, so that's cool. So anyway, I spoke. I talked. Yes. It's not going to make you fucking young whippersnappers coming your way. I'm going to be that guy. I just know it. I'm going to be that guy. Even though I never was that guy. Anyway. So yeah, I talked way too much before workout, so I'm not going to do it now. TikTok, Twitch, Instagram, YouTube, all the same usernames along with Twitter and my Facebook. Although the only things you'll be able to, most likely the only things you'll be able to see on my Facebook, maybe a couple little stupid posts, and then the same things you'll see on Instagram. So, until I create a page, then the page will be just the same as fucking Instagram anyway, most likely. That's pretty much how they work. I'll have to change my @ on my regular page to make it a second page, like a following page versus the friend page. So, but anyway, if you find me on Facebook, I don't know you, I will not follow you, or not accept your friend request. If you have interesting videos, or if you have videos of you on TikTok, I will follow you back if you follow me. For the most part, I can catch, because sometimes I get like 5 or 6 followers in a row. I don't know all of them, but if I catch it and I can see it, like somebody followed me, I'll check your page. If you got some content on there, actual content, and it's not just you streaming video games, I don't care if I'm not going to sit there and watch your Roblox or your Minecraft or whatever the fuck you're doing, Fortnite shit. So that doesn't interest me. Nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. Just doesn't interest me, so I probably won't follow you back. But if you actually create content like that you can interact with, then yeah, I will probably follow you back. Even if you have different views than me, I follow people on here who have completely different views than me. I also try to avoid. I don't even follow people that have the same views as me, that are extreme. I don't like the extreme people, so I don't care. If you're a Democrat, Biden supporter, and you're a normal person, I will probably follow you back. But if you're an extreme leftist who believe Biden is a god, then no. And the whole Democrat Party is on Mount Olympus. No. And vice versa. If you believe the whole Republican Party are your gods and shit, and they can do no wrong, then fuck you too. I don't care. Just saying. There's middle ground, and we all need to find our way back to that middle ground somewhere. We can have differences of opinions, and it's fine. We can have different ideologies, and that's fine. You live in Montana, you're not going to have the same ideologies as California, and that's why we have the system set up the way we do. But people in California want to push their ideals on the rest of the country, even though their ideals will not work in Montana.
It's the exact same concept of going to somebody else's country and changing it. It's like all the Christian missionaries going and changing and telling you can't worship your gods anymore, we have to worship ours. Or imposing your rules. We can't impose our culture on other countries, period. That's basically international law nowadays, I think. So why would we do that with the states? Okay, the states are independent states. They are supposed to be independent. We're united in the same cause. We're United States. We're united together as a country, but we are individually sovereign and different. That's how it's supposed to work. And the reason why it works is because our states are as big as fucking countries, are bigger than countries. Even our small states are bigger than countries, or as big as some countries. So that's how it's supposed to work. Each state's supposed to have their own thing. If you don't like what's going on in your state, move to another state. You're still an American. You still get the same benefits as being American. Move to another state. Or fight to change what's in your state. That's the beauty of the system. You know. But don't force your shit on other states. I don't want Ohio being like California. I don't want Ohio being like Florida, and it's probably the closest thing to Florida. Not distance-wise, but you know. Ohio is somewhere in between Texas and Florida, ideology-wise, at least in my opinion, without going too deep into it, and I'm happy with that. That's what I like about the state. So, which kind of gives you a little bit of middle ground in there as well. So leave my state alone. I don't give a shit. I don't care what you do in California. Okay. Leave my state alone. Anyway, going on rants again for no reason. Amen. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like I said, if you want to follow me, great. I will follow you back if you have content and you're not an asshole on whatever it is, basically. Whatever issue that you're making your shit on, you're not a fucking asshole, I will probably follow you back. So all the workout videos go to YouTube. They are up to date currently. Again, as of yesterday, I gotta say that every time. Up to date as of yesterday, so they're current. TikTok has my progress pictures. First, they're all comparisons from first to current week. The last one has a comparison because it's a 2-month mark, so it's start 1 month, 2 month, and then it has my highlight reels and my weekly results update video that I post to TikTok. All those go to TikTok first. All those videos are also in the Fitness Journey playlist on YouTube as well. So all the Fitness Journey videos and all the highlight reels are in the Fitness Journey playlist on YouTube. That's what I meant. But those videos all go to TikTok first. They will be there first because that's what I do mostly is TikTok, and then Twitch is just Twitch live streaming. Instagram, just went over that. A lot of Instagram is paintings, drawings, tie knots. Back when I wore ties, that's pretty much it. But all the last stuff has to do with this. I will probably start live streaming on Facebook as well. I could very easily do that as soon as I get that phone in the mail. That old Note 5. That's exactly what I'm doing here. I could just do that and then just keep using my phone, just make sure I set everything up properly. But again, I don't like my phone being back there. If that works, if it works fine, I will probably just order one more or a tablet, and then I will have all of them set up. And that would be cool, even though nobody watches me anyway. But I think it's fun. I think getting the whole... honestly, I enjoy setting all of this stuff up to do this beforehand, just because I enjoy doing it. And it actually gives me an extra motivation to come down here and set this up. Maybe because I'm slightly narcissistic.
I'm like, y'all need to watch me do stupid workouts that I can barely do because I'm not big and bulky. And as soon as I get big and bulky, I'll be like, yeah, bitches. I'm not going to be that asshole. I guarantee you I will be wearing tight shirts I did last time. I'll be throwing those medium shirts on, all like, yeah. But I'll never be that gym asshole. But I can almost guarantee I'm going to go up to people that I know, like people I work with. Well, I work with restaurant people. But the people I see on a regular basis, I'm going to be walking in like, yep. Just being stupid. But it's more of a fun thing than it's being like egotistical. But I do have a slightly narcissistic tendency. Anybody who actually knows me knows that. I am very cocky and conceited without having reasons to be cocky and conceited. It's kind of a bad combination. Then again, most people have that. They like to brag about shit and in fact they go home though. Then again, mine's different. I don't sit there and brag that I'm rich and I got all this and I do this and I can do this and that. I'm not like saying something I'm not. Just I have a cocky attitude. I have a cocky attitude about life, yet I have nothing to be cocky about. So anyway, I've done my spiel. I've gone off on tangents too much. TikTok is my main account. So if you have if you want to communicate with me, if you have any questions, concerns, comments, questions, or concerns about what I'm doing down here at this workout, I would appreciate it if you took them to TikTok and either used the Q&A feature or commented on one of the videos in the Fitness Journey playlist or the Highlight Reel playlist. And I will respond with a video response as soon as I can. That's my preferred method of communication. If you hit me up on TikTok if you hit me up on YouTube, Instagram, or Twitch, or whatever else, I will still communicate with you. I will still answer your questions or whatever. I would just prefer that you take it to TikTok if you have an account there, and then I can, like I said, make a video response to it. So, like I said, if you've been on here before, you've noticed I've talked to people on all three of these lives at the same time. So I have no problem responding. I'm not going to tell you which way you should communicate with me. But like I said, I would prefer if you take it to TikTok so I can make video responses. It gives me more content, and then other people can actually, it seems more relatable that way than just typing out a comment that most people don't want to read. They prefer probably to watch a video. I'd prefer to watch a video than read a comment. But then again, sometimes I'd rather just read the article. If I'm looking for articles, I'd rather read the article. I'll click on things and it goes right to a video. I'm like, fuck you. And that's not because, it's because most of those articles are sponsored, and I'd rather scroll through the article and I can go back and forth and try to find what I'm looking for after reading like the fucking life story of it. It'd be like trying to find my fucking workout on this video that I'm doing and trying to navigate through all the fucking talking I was doing throughout today's workout. It'd be annoying as fuck. It would annoy the fuck out of me. So, I'd rather have an article. Yeah. But I think doing like the quick 1 minute videos, one 3 minute videos, can be enough to answer a question. And it's fine. And most likely, if you do comment on something, I still got myself a little wet. Luckily, it was almost empty. And most likely, if you do comment on one of the other platforms, I will probably screenshot that. I'll answer you on there, then I'll probably screenshot it and say, so-and-so asked this question on YouTube, so I'm going to answer it here for you. You know, so that way I can, if it's interesting enough of a question or a good enough question that I would want to share it with anyway. So, but yeah, so again, I'm done.